Okay.
All right,
So,
hey, Seth, conference play last week, you guys knew that you were going to be facing some really good competition. We talked
Yes.
last week, you said, you guys are correcting mistakes, some younger players on your team, you guys are
Yes.
playing some more veteran teams.
yes.
Is that pretty much kind of same scenario, just kind of what you saw last week, youth against experience?
Yeah. I mean, youth against number 8 in the country last week started out Friday night, and that was apparent. They were a very, very good, very solid team. I was actually quite impressed with San Bernardino. They're always good, but I was very impressed with their team last week. And our team, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that, even though we've been playing in some good competitive preseason tournaments, but we haven't seen the level of San Bernardino. And so, the outcome showed that. And then Saturday against Pomona, a team that we had already gone up against, we had a better showing. And we absolutely identified some areas that we need to improve upon, and that's what we're back to work here this week doing.
For you guys, this point in the season, we're mid-September. September's just going by quick.
Yeah.
This is the point where you really want to see some of the youth kind of stepping up, kind of doing things that you've kind of worked with, and you want to see those results now on the court.
Yeah, that's in fact, last week and wrapping up this week, we are meeting individually with our players to go over the areas that we need them to start stepping up in. It's time for some of those younger players, new players, or even returning players to start producing more so on the court. We had 20, when you play a Pomona team and you lose, you're in at just about every set. You're in every set, and they double the number of kill production, more than double the kill production. You think, there's just a couple little things that we could fine tune and adjust and do better, and we could be right. We could be winning some of those sets, some of those matches. So we're ready. We're working hard. The girls are remaining positive. We're not going to allow our record to impact our enthusiasm level each and every day.
When you look at your squad, you played so many matches away from Lumberjack Arena. I think when you played one.
We played one at home.
One at home so far. It's going to change this week with some opponents, but you feel like now that you finally, not one match, but two different teams coming in and finally getting to play some games at home.
Yeah, we have the next 2 weekends at home. This weekend we only have Sonoma. Next weekend we have Chico and Stanny, and we are very, very happy to be home. We've been traveling and missing class and gone for multiple days at a time, and so it feels very nice to have a couple weekends at home. We're very motivated and we're very fired up to play Sonoma for the second time already. We went 5 at their place last time we played them, and the girls are very, very ready for this weekend.
When you were so close against Sonoma and then playing them where you just played them a couple weeks ago, I guess, is it an advantage now they're coming here and also that you guys just face one another than rather say facing them, later in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it has too much of an impact as far as how long the gap is in between playing them, but absolutely playing at home is an advantage for us. We had a great crowd. The one match that we didn't play at home, we had such a great crowd, a lot of support. It was loud, it was fun, and the girls were excited to get back into that atmosphere this weekend.
And just one match to worry about, not only home, you're not traveling, and just one team to work, concentrate on.
It's different.
How great is that going to be?
We were just talking about that, how nice it is to prepare for a single match over the weekend. It's very unique. We're not used to that, but it's going to make it. We have one singular focus for this weekend, and that's Sonoma State.
How are you guys doing health-wise right now?
We're fairly healthy. We're pretty good. We were a little bit more beat up early in the year. We had those six matches in 7 days, we actually had a nice long weekend last weekend prior to the LA weekend, and the girls' bodies are feeling good and they're ready to get a win this weekend.
You looking at the stats, Lauren, had some good games, or in the kills department.
Yeah.
Is she kind of like your, offensive kind of leaders?
Right now, Lauren is getting it done for us offensively. She had 50% of our kills against Pomona Saturday night, and that's great for Lauren. But what we need is for the rest of the team to step up. She needs some help, and so we made that clear, and we're going to work on. Improving in that area this weekend. We need offensive production. We need more balanced offensive production.
Sounds good.
I'm going to ask you a question,
Okay.
Coach. You talk about offensive production, and that's really, you talked about it. You're in these matches with these opposing teams this past weekend, but you're not able to get the kills.
Right.
What do you chalk that up to? Just the youth of your team, or just communication, or how are you chalking
I
that
mean,
up?
there's a little bit of things going on. For one, we're a little bit too predictable offensively, so it's not that challenging to defend us. We need to get our middles more involved. We start spreading the ball more, it's going to be harder for the defense to line up. We'll be facing more single blocks at the net, which is easier. It makes it easier to get kills. One block versus two is a little bit easier. But we need to be able to pass well and dig balls within, a reasonable area on the court to be able to run our middles. And sometimes we're doing well at that, sometimes we're not. So it's a combination of things. And then we also need to just become the offensive players. The front row players have got to become a little bit more intelligent at the net. They have to understand where to hit the ball, when to hit the ball hard, when to shot the ball, when to do what with the ball, when to use hands, whatever it might be. So we're trying to improve all of those areas and increase our offensive production.
Last question for me. You're facing Sonoma this weekend, a team you've already faced this year, a team you're familiar with. Does that can help you guys out at all as you guys go out and face the Seawolves?
Yeah, no, we are familiar with them. We know what their strengths are. We know what the system they run and what to expect this weekend. And I think it's definitely an advantage to have played them and to be as familiar as we are with this team.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.